Hey, John Kavakis here, and this is my take. Today, we're taking a look at Stamp's 1971 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. You know, by 1970, the Coupe de Ville series was a mainstay of the Cadillac lineup. It was a huge car, 225 inches long. It was blocky, it was square, but I'll tell you something, it was a magnificent car. I really believe that Cadillac came into its own sometime in that decade, in the early 60s, 70s. I know they were ostentatious, they were well respected before, but they really established their identity right there in the 60s. By the end of the 60s, it was solid. Now, the 1970 model was the last of 3 generations of the DeVille as a separate nameplate. It began in 1959. It was a beautiful car, and by then it comprised 78% of all Cadillac sales. So some people called it an entry-level Cadillac, if there could be such a thing, but it was the accessible one. It was the most affordable one. But it was time for a change. The new design that they came up with for 1971 was absolutely amazing. Somehow, it retained all of its Cadillac-ness. A little bit lower than the other Cadillac, but somehow they managed to make this large car look actually a bit smaller, a bit more lithe, a bit more nimble, if you would. And the interior had a wrap-around dash that was instantly recognizable. It had that fiber optic lamp monitoring system, just really cool stuff for back then. It was plusher than ever before, came with a 472 cubic inch V8, and Stamp has captured this in 1/43 in what I think are 3 spectacular colors. Let me show you what they look like. I've got them all sitting right here. We'll have them on the turntable, but they were Duchess Gold Metallic, Adriatic Turquoise Metallic, and Cypress Green Metallic. So let's get them on the turntable and take a look at them. I think you're going to love this. I'm going to start with this car here. My dad had a car in the same colors, same exact car. It's really thrilling for me. But I want to talk to you about the finish. Stamp has a new process on the finish. They call it varnish. It's kind of like a clear coat. It really brings out the luster in the finish. This is just a fabulous paint job. Take a close look and tell me if you don't agree. The metal flake is to scale. It's just a beautiful paint job. It's deep, it's lustrous. They've done a fantastic job. And of course, the green has the same type of deep, lustrous finish. This was a very popular color for the time. Interior has a high level of detail, visible gauges, steering wheel is very accurate, the seats look realistic, and the door panels are really well detailed. The overall fidelity of the model is perfect. They've got all of the lines right, the proportions are right, and I put the calipers to it. The scale is spot on. The gold was another big color back then. This one with the white roof really sets it off nicely, and the interior is just nicely detailed. I think the color combination is really good here too. Take a look at the detail on these wheel covers. This is what Stamp does so well. That little things like the cornering lamps picked out so well. They pay attention to the small detail. See the same attention detail around the back. The badging's fantastic. The backup lights, the lensing on the tail lights and everything, just nearly perfect. We see it again around the front. Look at that grille. It's just absolutely incredible. The lensing on the headlights, the spacing, the badging, the minute Cadillac badge and multicolors there. Once again, near perfection. One more peek at this gold before we go. This thing just pops. It almost shines underneath the lights, just like it would be in the showroom. Okay, so there's another incredible miniature. I hesitate to even call these things models. They're just so amazing. There's another incredible miniature from Stamp. It's been out for a couple weeks. So some of the dealers are out of some of the colors. Legacy Diecast has all 3 colors. I'll give you the web address for that. Toy Car Geek has some left over as well. Retail price is $129, but most places that have them available are selling for right around $119 or so. I've seen some on eBay going for a little bit more as they sell out. They become more precious on that secondary market. But call your favorite dealer, get a hold of one quickly. Hey, thank you for spending some time with me. If you liked the video, give me a like in the right-hand corner there. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. We got more videos on the way. Thanks for your time. I'll see you soon.